Welcome back to Aquamalik. It's actually really late. I'm gonna do a really quick live stream because I want to document this, and I also want to show you guys what is actually going on. I have a pair of angelfish that spawned in another tank a few days back, like about a week ago. They successfully raised their spawn. Um, I took their fry out yesterday, and so they're now didn't have any babies since yesterday. And today I pulled them out of the tank that they were in, and I moved them into this other tank. So they're in here right now, and I found that there's a spawn of German rams. So there's people joining in right now. If you're joining in, say hi. How are you doing? Um, I'd like to hear who you are right now because it's late, and this is not my regular people that will be watching the live stream because they're all sleeping in North America, unless you're in Australia, because there's people that are watching in Australia and in India and stuff like that. But still say hi so I know who you are. What's going on, Josh Thomas? Hello from Alabama. Hi. Hello from Toronto. So basically what's going on is, and if you're watching this right now or on the replay, comment and let me know who you are. What's going on, Brandon? How are you? And also give this video a thumbs up because it does help me out quite a bit, and also helps out the algorithm to get this video out to other people like yourself. And also comment and let me know if you're watching it on the replay that you're part of the replay crew. So today I put these angelfish from another tank where they spawned last week, after I harvested the fry yesterday night. They were without fry for 24 hours. They were by themselves. You know, there was other angelfish in there, so they were bullying them. So I moved them today into this tank. Here, I'll show you guys. So there they are, okay? And there's a pair of German rams, see? So the rams have spawned, right? And so the rams chase away the other fish, except these guys. These guys were hanging out with the rams. Well, they moved right now because I'm here, but give them some time. They'll go over there, but the rams won't chase them away. What's going on, Glitch? What's going on, Lazarus? What's going on? Good day, good day. Hello. I can't read Hindi, but hello, how are you? And so basically, see, they're right there. Okay? So they're protecting the fry. Okay? They're like literally being like surrogate parents, and they're not doing anything bad. They're not eating them, and the rams don't seem to bother them either. See, they just don't care. They know that these guys are not posing a threat, right? So it's so super weird. It's super cool. I've bred both of these species for quite a long time. Have a lot of experience with both these species, and I've had both in my fish room throughout my entire adult life, as well as a lot of my childhood for the angels. And this is the first time I'm ever witnessing this particular interaction between the two separate species. So they're two different type of fish, you know what I mean? But they're both cichlids, and they don't seem to have any issues with each other right now, you know? So I'm hoping these guys will survive the fry, at least some of them. That would be nice. But it is not like something I'm actively breeding. So if they survive, it's good. If they don't, still good. I'm not too worried about it. But it is nice to see. It is quite nice, quite pleasing to watch this type of interaction between the two separate species. Do I breed guppy fish? Not at the moment, no. But I do have some. Mostly females. My males, I don't actually have any males. I had them separated, but they didn't do too well in the tank that they were in. I don't know why, but I only had a few males, and they died. So I only have females right now at the moment. But it is super cool to watch, right? So figured I'm going to document that, show you guys what was going on, and essentially that's what's happening in my fish room right now. What's going on, Sandy? How you doing? What's going on, Pride Mont? Pride more, fish and more. What's up, what's up, what's up? The ram pair is, I think Brandon wants to know how old they are. About 8 months. So we're looking at this pair of German rams and that pair of angels that are in the back of the filter. They'll come around. The rams don't seem to mind the angels at all, and the angels are not going after the baby rams. The angels are actually protecting them. They're being, like, you see the corridors are definitely going after them, you know. Do I have super red long fin plecos? Yes, I do. I have a breeding group. I have two adults and some offspring that are like getting close to breeding size. H32022 says I'm also in Toronto. See the angels coming up, okay? The rams are not attacking the angel at all, which is super weird. You know, usually when my rams breed, everything is fair game. They go after every fish in the tank. You know what I mean? And every fish in the tank is trying to eat the baby rams. They're like little snacks, you know? They're like Pringles, you know? Like little cute little tasty little nuggets right there, like chicken McNuggets basically. So, and these guys usually would go after them, you know? And it's so weird that they're not. And it's so weird that the parents are not going after the angels, you know? Which is super cool to watch, okay? This is super rare. This doesn't happen in most cases. I wanted to put that out there and let you guys know this is like a very rare occurrence, which is why I'm making the video at like 3 o'clock in the bloody morning. Financial Fitness says I live in Michigan. Super red pleco shorts and longs are super rare here in the States. They're quite rare in Canada also. I don't think they're easy fish to breed, to be completely honest. You know, people say, oh yeah, super reds are super, you know, whatever, but if you have a good pair, yes, you know, like, but then to get that pair is difficult. You know, here's another ram that's really nice. Big chunky one right there, see? He's quite big. And these guys are very nice, you know. This guy's about 7, 8 months old as well. They're related, you know. Brothers and sisters. Anyways, I just want to really quickly document this for you guys. If you guys have questions, let me know. It's weird because to me, okay, so look, the angel's coming up. The rams know that the angel's not posing a threat. Okay, so they instinctively understand that this animal is not posing a threat. I don't know how they understand that. It's so weird to me that I don't understand that part. But the only reason I even noticed that there was babies in the tank was because the angels were going after my hand. Like I put my hand in there earlier to do something. I was moving something around, and I was fixing the filter, I think. And so they were attacking my hand, and I thought, wait a minute, y'all don't have any fry anymore. I took you out of the tank you had frying because you were going after the other fish. So it makes no sense why they would attack my hand. You know what I mean? And having thought that, I kind of looked in, you know, the glass wasn't that clean at the moment either, so I kind of looked in, you know what I mean? And lo and behold, there's a whole bunch of fry in the tank, so I'm not doing anything separate. What's going on, HC Aqua? What's going on, S? I'm saving you from boredom. Referring to Super Reds, yeah. Yeah, exactly. If you have a good pair, like, that's the thing. I think once you have a breeding pair, you're very lucky. Here's the female. She pretty as hell too. So this is another pair. I have pairs in all the tanks, right? Every tank has a pair. And so this pair is currently breeding. Every 10 days they all breed. Like, I have this happen quite often. And when this happens, usually they go after every other fish in the tank. They're basically trying to kill everything else. Yes, they did breed earlier this year. Financial Fitness. About, I would say, beginning of summertime. Kevin flaked on us tonight. Treating Popeye, I would say you can try using Epsom salt. You know, it does alleviate some of the symptoms, but ultimately, I think what you want to deal with is the root issue, which is probably like a pathogen in the water, or it's usually people say it's bad water quality. I personally believe it's that plus a pathogen. So and it's just fluid buildup inside the eye. So the Epsom salt reduces that by removing some of that fluid buildup. Uh, yeah, it is a little tricky to get L134s to breed. I want mine to start breeding again. I'm trying my best to get mine to breed. I think they will in the next couple of weeks. Thank you, Kaushik Reddy. I hope I pronounced that right. I might be butchering your names. It's really late. Aquaria Life, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so these guys are pretty good with eating their own fry. They're actually great parents. They come from my friend who breeds them, and in the same natural manner, more or less. But he takes them out by this size. Like once they're free swimming, he takes them out. I don't, because I'm not trying to breed them. So this is naturally happening in my tanks. I have rams in all my tanks, right? So I have so many rams. I have like currently I have about 150 adult rams, actually more. I have about 175 adult rams in the fish room, and a lot of them are like just getting ready to breed, like the ones in the tank beside me here. In that tank there's 115 in this tank. This one here, or this one here, right here, yeah, right there. I'm trying to point with the camera. It's very difficult to orient with the camera. So true story, I'm not trying to breed them, so I'm not gonna take them out unless they survive until the point they can start eating baby brown shrimp. That's mainly why I'm not taking them out. Like if I take them out, I don't have infusoria and I'm working, so I don't have time to culture infusoria. I'm just too lazy to do that. And because of this, I have a guy, my friend Michael Fish Easy. He breeds them by the thousand, so I buy them from him. Like this whole tank full. There's 100. Oh, sorry guys. Here, let me just go over there right real quick. So all these, there's 115 in the tank right now, in this tank alone. Okay. There's another big one up there. There's a pair down there. There's also a trio up here. I think there's a couple up there. There's more up in that tank. There's none in this tank. I don't know why I didn't put any in this tank. But yeah, so I have them in every one of my tanks, okay? Because I have to reduce aggression, and then because like in this setup, for example, right now I'm selling out of here, and also look, you see they've only been there for 1 day. There's already pairs, see? So what I have to do is I pull out these pairs, essentially, as they become aggressive. I can try green water, but it's not that, I guess, favorable for filming and stuff. And then, it's not something I personally like to do for my tanks, especially like because I want to have them. The other aspect of being able to look in there, there's other fish in there, there's plecos, you know what I mean? Like, so I want to be able to see what's going on in my tanks, and so because of these things, I personally don't want to have green water right now. But when I have the larger facility, I think that's gonna be a possibility for me. I've thought about it. Have several tanks, maybe like when I have just the ram pairs in their own tanks, then I can focus on them a little bit better. And I think green water would be a very good solution to get them from the baby size to like this, like about 3-4 days of free swimming, when they can eat baby brown shrimp. but mostly it's because I have a guy, like I have Michael, Fish Easy. You guys are following him, most some of you guys. What's going on, 503? What's going on, Non-Stop Aquatics? Oh, here, look. I think you'll like this. So, what's going on is, what's going on, Deb Moy? And what's going on? It's me, Awesome Ray HD. So basically, just for Jonathan who just joined, as well as Ronald, good morning from the UK, good morning from Toronto, Canada. Well, I have this divider because I have two pairs of angels, and this pair, I'm really trying to get them to breed. She's so fat, look at her, she's ready to go. And so I just have, like, I'm trying to maximize my tank space. And the rams are just there, you know what I mean? And so they're bred, and but the cool thing about it is this happens pretty regularly. All my tanks have pairs. Like these guys are just about to breed right now. Okay, like there's another one in there. See, there's two pairs actually in this tank. I didn't even remember that. And they're cool. They breed in colonies. Everything is fine. Everything is good. You know. What's going on, Carl? And but what's really cool about this right now is that these two fish are somehow recognizing that the angels are not a threat to them. The angels are like basically grieving their babies. I just stole their babies yesterday. Okay, so now I moved them in here today, not knowing that this was going on, right? And usually these rams will go after the angels when they spawn, but right now they're not going after them, they're not chasing them, they're not seeing them as a threat, and the angels are actually protecting the baby rams, which is really cool, you know what I mean? So that's what I wanted to make the video about real quickly. Dividers are cool, yes. Thank you, S. They're not even adults yet, eh? These guys are 10 months old. These two are 10 months old. They're about a year old. And they're hiding right now. I don't know if they're feeling bad or not, but they're definitely not seeing them as a threat. You know what I mean? So somehow, the angels are giving off some type of signal, body language that is... See, look. She's right there, like right on top of them. Like they're not chasing her. They're not like they're chasing everybody else, but they're not chasing him or her, right? It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, I mean, this is so weird to me. Like, I've never seen this happen in my life. It's the first time, and it's so weird. I don't know how it's happening. I don't know what's going on. My theory is that somehow they're giving off some type of body signal to indicate that they're protective of the fry, and that somehow the rams are recognizing because they're both cichlids and they have similar gestures, right? They have very similar body language. So I think that's what's really going on. Like if I were to give a hypothesis on this, that's my hypothesis. But it's just super weird and super cool is what it is, you know. I hope these babies survive because that's... Oh no. Baby angels love like adult angels love ram fry. I often feed my adult angels to get them to condition baby rams, you know. That's why sometimes I have them in the tank, because they'll just breed and then baby rams will swim everywhere, you know what I mean? And the angels will just... You know what I mean? And then they'll breed like the next couple of days. So if I have my nice whale-tail pair, like this is a nice snack for them. You know what I mean? Like it's good, right? Like even these guys, you know what I mean? They just came off of breeding, so like it's good for them to get some protein in them and whatnot. They usually eat them. So this is super weird. Like it's not a normal thing. It's somehow happening. It's like when I use like surrogate angel pairs to raise baby angels. So if I have like a pair that breeds in one tank, and then I have one of my bigger pairs that are like really good parents with a fry clutch of the same size, I take all the fry from the other pair and I move them over just to like kind of like make it easy on myself to take care of them, and the one big pair will take care of all the fry. You know what I mean? And that would be fine. But then if I try to do that, then they don't have fry, they'll just eat them. You know what I mean? Because they just look at them as food at that time. Yeah, exactly. Yes, they are very defensive of like the corridors. Like they're attacking the cories. The cories are trying to eat the baby rams. So that's normal behavior. The angels usually should be doing that. They should be attacking the angels, but they're not. So this is super weird. If you guys think this is cool, give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you're watching this on the replay, comment and let me know what your thoughts are, because I've never seen this in my life ever. Like this is the first time. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm seeing something like this to this level. But like I have seen animals colony breeding, like angels for example. I've had large tanks where you can have like 3-4 pairs in the tank, and they'll breed like two pairs will breed in 2 sides, or 3 pairs will breed in 3 separate spots, and then they'll all just like, you know, be chill about all their babies, and they won't just attack as long as they all breed at the same time, which is super cool. You know, I've seen that. But this, I've also seen it in rams where 2 pairs will breed in the same tank, and then the fry will go both, you know, at the same time, and then one time you'll see one mom or dad with like all the fry, and then the other pair would be in one corner with like 10 fry, and then the one dad would be collecting 1 or 2 here and there stragglers and going and putting with his female, like, you know, and she'll go with like a swarm. I've seen that, you know what I mean? But this, like 2 separate species, you know, they're not like the same species. They're not even breeding at the same time. Like this is like timed apart. The one pair bred last week, and I took their fry. The second pair bred, you know what I mean, like a couple of days, I guess, probably around the same time, like maybe a day or 2 after. But this pair was not in the tank. I just moved them today, so like they weren't even here in the tank when these fish bred. You know what I mean? So it's weird in that sense too. Like there's a lot going on that I can't really like quantify, which is cool. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know. I know these guys are too. They're very defensive. Okay, I don't know if you can see, like, here, I'll go back. Like, watch the dad chasing, the mom chasing the corridors. Like, but they're not chasing the angels. Like, right there. They're like super chill. Like, I don't get that. You know? It's so weird. Look, they're going after the quarries. They're going after the quarries. You know? And like, if I didn't have the divider, they would go after these angels. Like the platinums. They've done that before. So it's weird that they're not going after this pair. Okay? So that's basically what I want to make the live stream about. Yeah, it's rare even for them to colony breed. It's all timing. Everything has to happen at the same time. If they don't, then the one pair that's not breeding will go and eat the eggs or eat the babies, you know. So all this type of things usually stop this from happening on a regular basis. But this is a, you know, next level, you know. But yeah, comment and let me know. Yeah, it is straight aggression. Look how much aggression the animal has towards the chorus. Like look, so they're going after these corridors, okay? The corridors are right there. Look, see? The corridors are getting it. The corridors are trying to get babies too. Like they're look at them, they're fat. They've already eaten. There's probably like, you know, half of what there was in the beginning with this morning, you know what I mean? And I like an idiot, I actually fixed the filter, so there's a lot of flow coming out of that. So some probably got sucked out. This filter was on this side until I noticed what was going on. So like these are like the healthiest, strongest babies too. They're like the smartest. You know, they got away from the predators. What's going on, George? Aqua balls in the house. So this is the other pair in the next tank. And there's rams in all these tanks. There's rams in these tanks. There's rams in here. There's a pair or 2 in there. There's 20 in this tank. There's pairs in the tank in there, and then in the corner there's 20 more. And then there's 115 in here. These are all for sale. That's my giant angel. What's going on, George? How are you? What's going on, Sandy? Look at this guy. He's so massive. Actually, let's go look at him quickly. He's super massive. Whoa, look at him. Look how big he is. That's his great-great-great-grandkids. And they just had babies. So their great-great-great-grandkids had babies. His great-great-great-grandkids. You know? Which is super cool, right? That's some of his great-great-grandkids and great-great-great-grandkids. Yeah, so, but yeah, I love this guy. He's so big. Super big. Look at him. He's like 8 years old. He's done well for me. This fish, I think he's produced so much offspring, and his offspring have produced so much offspring, and their offspring have produced so much offspring, and even their offspring have produced so much offspring, and some of their offspring are producing offspring now. You know what I mean? Congratulations, you guys. You guys are all getting fried also. I'm loving it. Yeah, so I just moved him here today. Right now, actually. Like about an hour ago. How big he is compared to these. This is like a 20 centimeter fish. So about like 8 inches, you know, the one on the left side, this one, okay? So about 18 to 20 centimeters. This is a pretty big fish, okay? So that is, imagine the size of that thing. That's a monster. Like, I swear, I had him out of the tank to move him in here, and I almost wanted to go pull out my camera. Like, I was gonna walk through the other room to get my camera, but then I thought, no, I can't keep him in the net. I feel bad. He was so big. He's bigger than my palm, okay? Like, I'm having him like this, and he's huge on my palm, like, on the net. So, I put him in the tank, and then I went and got the camera and came and made a video. I know. Congratulations, Jonathan, you told me. John's rams are going non-stop. Non-stop Aquatics has non-stop rams. Non-stop breeding. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. You just have to keep them alive this time, buddy. Look how tiny these guys are. Look how tiny they are. So you know what I'm talking about. Like these cannot eat live baby brine shrimp. They're so tiny. I'll show you a comparison to this to baby angels that are of the same age, okay? So these guys just started swimming today, or like probably yesterday, okay? Because I saw them last night, like a couple of hours ago, okay? So let's look at angelfish that are the same age. They just started swimming today. See the size difference? These guys are like twice the size, you know? And these are about 3 days free swimming now. Right? So they've been eating baby brine shrimp. See their tummies? All nice and red and plump. So basically, these ram fry seem to be so small that they cannot eat live baby brine shrimp for the first couple of days. So you need to feed them something else and get them to grow about 1.5 to twice the size they are in here. You know? I think that's gonna be the biggest challenge for anybody breeding rams at this moment, because that's the challenge. I was talking to Michael, Fish Easy, and I was thinking about you, Jonathan. I actually asked him. I said to him, "Oh, look at this guy! Oh my God! Oh my God! He's so super massive, eh?" So I was talking to Michael, which is Fish Easy. If you guys haven't subscribed, you should. It's a great channel. It's on YouTube, and I asked him. I said, Jonathan's having a very difficult time. The last few spawns he's had, like, quite successful spawns, but Uh, oh, good. That's a good sign. I'm excited. I want your black rams to breed so I can get some fry because I've been trying to get some black rams over here. So, anywho's, I was asking Michael. I said to him, what do you think I should tell him to do? You know what I mean? Aside from subscribing to your channel, which I've already told Jonathan to do, you know. And then Michael produces these guys by the thousands. Okay, I'm not even joking. Look how many fish. Like, he literally drops them off. I think he has so much that he just wants to get rid of them. So every couple of days, he'll, like, once every 2 weeks or so, he'll come with like 100 like this. So anyways, he said the one thing he's noticed with the rams now is that they're quite small, the babies. They're compared to like angelfish babies and stuff like that. They're like minuscule, you know. And this is something that's happened over time, like the evolution of the aquarium strains, you know. If you have wild rams, I'm pretty sure they would do much better. The babies will look much bigger, and you'll probably be able to feed them much easier. Ryan, what's up? Stone Done Canadian Gaming, how are you? Oh, buddy, George, I'm looking also. I got some nice red marbles that have really good red, but I want like the solid reds. Also, I want to show you guys something cool. Look at this. CW028. Look at the male's dorsal. Can you guys see that? Super cool, right? I gotta put them in their own tank because I don't want them to hybridize with this other corridor. I have 10 of them in here. Oh, thank you, Ryan. So anyways, Michael said to me that the rams have are smaller, the fry, the ones we're seeing now. But he also said that if, for example, if you grow your pair to be a little larger, like look at this pair, for example. Okay, this is a good example of a large pair. So this male is about 5 centimeters or about 2 inches. The female in the front is about 1.25 inches, maybe even a little bit larger. She's quite large. She's almost as big as the male, you see? So these larger females might be able to produce much larger offspring. In turn, meaning that they might lay larger eggs. So this is the theory that Michael has, which I also kind of subscribe to. It kind of makes sense to me, right? So I do have quite a few large pairs, and I am noticing that I'm having some success with this particular pair right now today. The fries seem to be eating, but they're eating detritus and stuff like that in the tank, and me making a muck out in the tank with the filter sponge and stuff like that, and trying to reset the power head filter might have, stirred up a lot of like paramecium and things like that that live in the sponge naturally, which they might be eating for a day or two. So like this is something I'm testing out right now. It might work. If this does work, I'm gonna try doing that in a couple of my tanks and try to get some spawns myself also, because they are quite rewarding fish to breed. But as for today's video live stream purpose, I just want to show the angelfish pair that is living with them in the tank. You can't really see them right now because the glare, but I will turn the camera around in a second and show you again. They are not, they don't seem to be getting attacked by the rams, which is the coolest thing in the world. If you go back in this video also, if you're watching on the replay, you probably saw it already. It's super cool, and I'm really excited about what's happening. Look, here we go. It's happening again. So look, the rams are right there. The angels are on top of them, and the babies are below. And the rams do not seem to be bothered by the angelfish at all. And the angelfish are not going after the baby rams, which is super weird, right? So 1 in a billion occurrence, I would assume. I've never seen this happen in my entire life up till today. First timer, right? So look, see that Mama Angel. Not a threat. Ram came up, looked at her, realized not a threat, and just let her be, right? Look, still there, still going on, still there. So I'm pretty confident that this is gonna last until I pull out these fry. I'm not pulling out the fry for now. I'm gonna let them grow in there for at least another 2-3 days until they start eating live baby brine shrimp, and then I can pull them out. And I'll probably put them with another pair of angels with fry with their babies to grow out, you know. But I need them to eat live baby brine shrimp before I make that move, you know. And or I can move them into a breeder box where I have other baby angels and I can grow them out together, because they can be grown out together quite easily. So S wants to know where those the L471s. Where? No. You mean up here? These are betas. No, the L471s are behind me in that tank. With like the water level down. I'm carrying the tank down. I just haven't gotten around to it. What's going on, Bill? How are you, Bill? Oh, what's going on, Craig? What's going on, Midnight? Should have seen this angel today, Malik. Oh, nice. Yeah, I want to. That's nice, Ryan. Mine too, actually. Bell says 8 bags on you guys. Nice. Microworms. Aquarium life. Does microworms work for rams? I'd never tried it, you know. So if it does, then yeah. Aquaria Life says microworms. So I would want to try that if it does work. So somebody, Aquaria Life, if you can confirm that it is for rams, then yeah, I will definitely get some and try it. Because I know Fish Easy Michael has this. Ryan says he's doing great. I'm an inspiration. Thank you, Ryan. Ragged Panda 3060. What's up, what's up, what's up? For a flower horn, I would say something strong. How do I take them out of the tank? George wants to know. So quickly, George, I use a airline, like a piece of airline tubing, you know. Sometimes I use this also, depending on the circumstance. If it's a lot of fry, I use this. But if it's a few fry, you know, like 100 or so or less, I use this airline tubing. And if it's like 500 or 400, I will use this. Just got the sponge for a new box and they're vacuum sealed the bag so it's flat and can't use it now. Oh. You can leave it for like a few days and it will open up. What I like to do is I like to flatten it on a flat surface. Then I put a wooden board or like a cardboard, like a nice thicker cardboard on it. And then I put like a book or something. And then it flattens out real nicely and then straightens up properly. But it takes about a week. I do not play Roblox. Okay, so for a flower horn, as far as filtration goes, I would recommend probably like a canister filter ideally, or hang on the back filters, as well as some sponge filters, you know. Like these type of sponge filters, as well as other mechanical filtration devices. So the sponge filter will most likely be doing a lot of your biological filtration, but then on top of the biological, your canister filter will also have, I have dog here or something. How'd that happen? I have a dog. Canister filter will also have a lot of mechanical filtration as well as biological filtration, which is going to help polish your water and keep your nitrates, ammonia and nitrates to like zero. And it won't help with your nitrates, but it will keep your ammonia and nitrates at zero by having adequate amount of filtration. Especially with flower horns, you have to feed them quite a bit. So having a good, decent, large canister filter or hang on the back is your good friend. I know. But yeah, unfortunately, that's the problem with shipping sponges. I've had that problem also. They've always, I don't understand why they do that. Like, I buy a 50 centimeter by 50 centimeter, which is 20 inches by 20 inches mat, right, at a time, and it's 5 centimeters, so 2 inches thick. So 2 inches thick, 2 inches long, 2 inches wide. Okay, and I kid you not, I get a bag like this big, like this little tiny plastic gray colored bag with Chinese writing on it, with like a label and stuff, with a little tiny label. Um, China Post, whatever it is, their postal service. I know exactly how it looks, their seal and everything. All the little writing is partly in English, partly in Chinese. And I get a lot of these, so I know exactly how this box bag looks. And when I see it, I'm like, come on. Why couldn't you just put it into like a box, Like, I guess because I'm not paying a lot for shipping, it's like $1.35 to ship it here. And it's like this little tiny bowl, right? And then you gotta open it and then leave it for like a week, and then it opens up into something like this, right? But like obviously for the full size, this is like a cut piece of it, right? And then once you have that fully like opened out, it still has the creases, which you have to iron out by putting like a cardboard, and like it's annoying. I hate it, but obviously for the price that I'm paying for them, you can't beat it, right? So what I like to do, this is something you can also do in the future, Jonathan. If you are gonna make these, and you need to have a few in handy, buy them ahead of time, and then like I spread them out on like a cardboard, and I let them like iron out over like a week or two, and then eventually when I'm ready to use it, I have it ready. I have a few of them sitting around the fish room, like ready to go. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's essentially what you gotta do with that. But yeah, they do work, these filters. 5 centimeters. Well, with the box, I would say like at least 2.5 centimeters, which is an inch thick. Because if it's thinner than that, it might not stay in place. You want to have a nice thickness, because the thickness holds it in place. You know what I mean? Especially when you cut it to size. So I would recommend a thicker one is better than a thinner one. Personally. Here's some more inspiration for you, Jonathan. This is what you can expect. I know you've already had this happen. So this muck on the bottom seems to be feeding them a little. I did put a bunch of baby brine shrimp in here, like a bit earlier. And I don't know if they ate it. I don't think so. When they eat baby brine shrimp, you can tell. What's going on, Ibor Millie, and Alicia. Thank you. I'm glad you're learning a lot. Good, Craig. I want to see that unboxing video. But yeah, like I think once they start eating brine shrimp, you'll see like the pink belly. That's when you know. Like with these guys, they're close to the window, so let's look at them really quickly. Can you see pink in their stomachs yet? No. Maybe some of them. There might be one or two that have eaten the brine. But they're definitely eating something, because you can see. Oh, that's another thing I want to add here. Because I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about telling this to you, Jonathan, earlier, but I forgot to. Something to remember is that when fry are born, there's always going to be some that are not going to be able to eat at all. I don't know why. There's going to be some, even with infusoria, with like microfood, whatever. It's going to be a small percentage, but the one thing I learned from those fry is that even if they're not eating, the yolk sac will keep them alive for about 3 to 4 days. Sometimes about 3 to 4, like some of them will die at 2 or 3, but there will be a couple that hang on till 4 days, right? So what I learned is, if they're not even eating for the first 3 days, you wouldn't know, because they look like they're good, like they're swimming about, like these fry look good. We'll know tomorrow if they're actually good, if they're still alive tomorrow. So I'll do another live stream. Craig's going live. Oh yeah, good. I'm gonna sign off soon, so we'll all join you. baby food in the Java moss, and there's hiding and security. You know, these rams are quite intelligent fish. They're micro Geophagus. The Geophagus are really good parents. They're like, if you ever bred Geophagus, you will know what it means to breed South American cichlids. South American cichlids make really good parents. They're exceptional, like Oscars, peacock bass, the large types. You know, so those angels, discus, but these are micro Geophagus, so they're like a mini Geophagus. Okay, Geophagus just means earth eater. So this is a mini earth eater, and they're substrate spawner. They spawn on the ground. These guys spawned on the sand. In this tank, you can see there's no plates or anything for them. I'm not trying to breed them, so they're great fish. But the one thing is that they have really good parenting instinct. I'm good. Abhijit S. Can I ship 333 to the States? Yes. Yes. Venom Trader. Plants like what water parameters? Depending on the plants, bro. Depending on the plants. Nonstop wants to know, will the strong eat the weak? Eventually, yes. For example, I've had angels breed twice, a few weeks apart, and the larger adult, the larger fry, always eat the babies that are born on the second batch. So that's something I've witnessed, and the parents won't do anything. At least mine don't. So because they think both fry are their own, you know. Where do I buy my fish? Depends. Most of the fish I have in the fish room come from the Six Aquatics. He's my friend. He's an importer. My blue rams come from Fish Easy. Michael, he's a fish breeder here in Toronto. Really cool guy. I breed my own angels. The betas that I have in the fish room came from Thailand. Nice beta, Thailand. So it depends, you know, depends on the fish. My zebra plecos are possibly the first batch is from Bellins, and through Fish Flourish Aquarium, and the second batch that I got after recently, not recently, but like I guess last year, was also from Flourish, but they came from Eastern Europe. So I used to have discus, but I don't at the moment. I'm getting some soon. Good, good. I think it's a good thing for him to be in the box for a few days. Alright. Alright, I think I'm caught up on the chats. S wants to know, only one reason I asked that was because I thought you couldn't ship zebras to the US because they were endangered. I thought maybe same thing would apply to the L333s. They're not in the schedule, as far as I can tell. L333s still get imported into Canada from Brazil legally. So they're not illegal to import or export wild caught either. So I'm selling tank bred fish. I'm not selling wild caught fish. So and they're not in the Schedule 1 CITES, critically endangered species, or you know, whatever thing. So it's good. I'm happy. I can do it. But look at these rams, big pair, very nice. They're brothers and sisters with the babies. Also a big pair, very nice. They're younger brothers and sisters. I need to find a male for this blue marble angelfish. So if anybody has a nice large 1 to 2 year old male, I will definitely buy that off of you guys, especially if you're in the GTA. I am pretty worn out, and I had to work in the morning also. So I am going to sign out, unless anybody has any last minute questions. Oh, good. Thank you, Aquaria Life. I will definitely try that. And good job, Jonathan, for moving the zebra preco to a breeder box. And to show you what healthy, to show everyone actually what healthy silver plyco should look like. We will look at some of my growouts that are in this tank here. So these guys are about 6 months old. Some of these, some maybe about 7. These are some of the fish I kept to grow out for myself. Some nice fish. They've been already fed, so you can see they're a little fat, but that's because they just ate. You know, they're not like overly obese. They're just a little, you know, on the chunkier side, but very healthy fish. Good night, George. I'm gonna sign off after this as well, but I just want to show Jonathan real quickly. No, I know you do. I know you do. It's just that one fish. I'm glad you moved it. You know. So yeah. See, like this one here, I'm keeping an eye on this cave in the front of the cave. Like you see, that's the one. That's this guy here is my pig fish. Like he eats the most, right? So you can see his stomach. So I'm definitely not happy with his health right now. He's not unhealthy, but he can quickly become unhealthy. But you see the fish that's in the back and stuff, they don't eat as much as him. So that guy doesn't eat as much as him. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like in your tank also, there's gonna be fish that are gonna be piggies. Okay? So you just gotta keep an eye on those, and when they get like a little chunkier, just put them in a breed box, feed everybody else like normal, and then when piggy gets back to normal size, you can put them back. Like I have one in my big tank, in the big group. There's actually a big male. He does not, like honestly, like he hasn't bred in a while. He doesn't care about nothing except eating, you know. So and Thomas said to me the other day, it's because he's so big that he can't breed, you know. So these could be health effects of being obese and stuff also, you know, or like his libido might be affected by it. For now, I wouldn't feed the box. Like I would say wait for at least another week or two until he's like, you know, starting to look like a little skinnier than what you sent me pictures of like a couple of days ago. And then once you start seeing that he's losing some of that excess weight and he's passing some of the poop and stuff, then start feeding some greens first, and then slowly start feeding a little bit, like a couple of pellets here and there. He's a male, so he doesn't need to eat a lot. You know what I mean? These guys can go for weeks and months without food, especially when they're breeding or during the dry season, or whenever there's no food available. They go for a while without food, so it's not a problem for you not to feed him for like a few weeks, huh? Yeah, feed the tank, but don't feed him. Keep an eye on everybody else also, but like I feel like everybody else is not like as bad as him. It's just that he's one of those fish that eats all the food, you know. Like I have in every group, there's at least one. The bigger fry in the boxes, like in this box, is Hypencestrus Porter de Moss. So they're like a king tiger type. So they're like an L333 type. They're more like an L66 type, I would say, or 399. If I were to give them L number, a lot of people told me they're 399s. Even the person that I bought them from are now selling them as 399s. But you know, like I'm just gonna name them whatever I bought them as. But they're just a Hypencestrus. They're pretty fish. Oh, what brand of the bigger fry boxes? Ista. ISTA. I have small ones that aren't growing as fast. See, those you have to feed. It's a good idea to separate them, like especially the ones that are too big. Put them in a breeder box for a few weeks. Feed the little guys, target feed them. If you want, put the smaller ones into a breeder box also. The really small ones, and you can target feed them for a few weeks also. You can extra feed them and get them a little fatter, faster, to grow up, not fat, but to grow a little faster. You know what I mean? They'll have growth spurts. 7 hours in car today to get the fish. Oh my god, the things we do to get fish. What's going on, Scales and Tails? I have golden pearls, but it never worked for me. Hikari first bites I've never tried. but I know other people that have tried. You know, so I can try hickory first bites, but I have golden pearls, and I've had issues with the 5 to 50 microns. Just never had any good success with it to the level that I expected to have success, you know. And the fry just always never, just never made it the last few times I tried it, so I just gave up with it. But yeah, fun times anyways. I'm really tired, everyone. I'm gonna sign off. I know. I'm excited for you to make some because I want one of those stick fish, which is the box you're making now with the plexiglass. That thing is super cool. I want one, like super bad. So as soon as you have that figured out and you know exactly how to make them properly and kinks and all sorted out, I'll take one. You know. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll message you in a bit, Jonathan. I'm probably in the morning. I'm crashing pretty hard already. Like, I'm fading now. So, I'm going to sign off, okay? I love you guys. Thank you for being here. God bless you, everybody. Hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. A very productive, successful day. Happy fish keeping. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, I think. I don't even know. I don't have my clock with me, so it's like almost 4 o'clock. Anyways, I love you guys. God bless you. I'll see you soon, okay? Bye.